Hey, this is Neil of Neil's Han Dynasty. I wanted to bring you a report I just ran across about a platinum shortage that they're calling for. And I'm going to go ahead and read it out to you here. It's from Barron's. They're a pretty good news spot to get information on platinum. It says the platinum market is expected to tighten this year with supply challenges and a pickup in demand leading to supply deficit for the first time in 3 years. That'll boost the precious metals or the prospects of a rise in price. Platinum is now more widely substituted for palladium in the production of emission control catalytic converters, says Jeff Clearman, portfolio manager of Granite Shares, which runs the Granite Shares Platinum Trust, ticker PLTM. Platinum is also an essential for environmentally friendly hydrogen fuel powered vehicles. That's for the Cummins diesel engine that are changing over to a hydrogen diesel fuel cell engine. They're going to start using platinum as well. The global platinum market is forecast to see a 556,000 ounce deficit this year. That's they produce a total of production is 170 tons. I did the math. That's about 15%, a little less than 15% of production decline in 2020. Let's see. Platinum market is forecast to see a 556,000 ounce deficit this year after a supply surplus in 2022 and 2021, according to the report from the World Platinum Investment Council, or the WPIC, released on March 8th. So that's about a 15% reduction. It goes on to say there are bigger risks to supply and demand with the power shortages in South Africa hitting mine production. The potential effect of sanctions, which restricts importation of mining technologies on Russia output, says Edward Clark, director of the research at the WPIC. The rise in demand, meanwhile, comes partly from an increase of the substitution of cheaper platinum for the more expensive palladium in the catalytic converters and gasoline-powered vehicles. Demand, let's see, WPCI forecasts automotive demand for platinum to rise by 10%. So they're going to have a 15% deficit this year and a 10% rise in need this year. So there's a 25% price increase right there, in my opinion. There could be a downside risk in demand for new vehicles this year, but there's probably an upside potential for substitution, says Strick says. Production includes an estimated 450,000 ounces of substitution demand for platinum this year. He says some markets and commentators are talking about as much as 1.5 million ounces next year. And that goes to my saying, if it's 15%, hey, John and AG47, that goes to me saying that if we're going to have a 10% or 15% reduction this year, which they stated we're going to have because of power and geopolitical issues in South Africa, which produces 90% of the platinum, and an increase of 10% in demand, that's a 25% spread. Next year, that's going to triple to 1.5 million, not 500,000. So that means instead of a 15% decline, it's going to be a 45% decline in production while demand is still going up, which means, just simple math off the top of my head, by the end of 2024, platinum should easily be double its price. I don't think gold and silver are going to be that incredibly good. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, platinum will also jump a lot higher along with whatever's driving gold and silver. What do you think about the SV? Yeah, Silicon Valley. I'm like 54 miles north of them. They're in the South Bay. I'm in the North Bay. About 15 years ago, I quit going to the South Bay because it was too expensive. I couldn't afford anything there as a union journeyman iron worker. I make on my paycheck, it's like $55 an hour. And I could not afford anything down in San Jose, which is where the SVB Bank is. It's in San Jose. Hey, how's it going, Mickey? The prices down there have always been very, 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 very expensive. Housing became unaffordable for someone who makes $55 an hour over 15 years ago down there. So for them people to go bankrupt, I would say that's like that guy Bankman Friedman or whatever his Bank Friedman or whatever, who that crypto guy who went belly up. He lost like 26 billion, but no one else has really that I've heard of has personally had any financial loss from that. I'm thinking that SVB Bank is a bank for only the wealthy people, so only they will be affected by that. Not too many normal everyday people use that bank or that banking system. Only the really wealthy and well-to-do use that system. So I don't see it locally having any effect whatsoever. Now, on an economic scale, yeah, San Francisco's already belly up. So to see San Jose going belly up is just another forecast. When I was building, I built like 9 high rises in San Francisco over the past 20, 30 years. And they've always had about a 30 to 40% vacancy in their commercial buildings as we were building new high rises. But that's almost doubled now to where they have like 70% vacancy. And a lot of the bigger buildings are going bankrupt because the owners of them can't fill the occupancy level to make the payments on the loan. So I'm actually more concerned about the real estate collapse that's happening in San Francisco affecting us more than the SVB Bank. But it's an everything bubble, so everything's going to pop. Which one affects what more? History will determine that one. But yeah, I just wanted to come to you guys because I just came across this report from March 8th on a platinum shortage and increased need and supply demand for platinum. And a report I did on my shows, I think last year, about platinum's going to be replacing palladium. The car industry stated that, put out a report on that, again, like I said, last year. So that's going to drive the price of platinum up. The 25% differential from supply to demand need this year is going to drive the price up. And they say next year it's going to be 3 times as bad. So this will probably be the last year that you see platinum under $1,000. I anticipate probably by the end of this year, it might even be $3,000. But I'm wrong on that. I know because the car industry has a lot of manipulative power, but they lose their power when supply goes down. They only control the above ground. So if the above ground platinum dwindles, their control dwindles and price, it'll skyrocket. We'll see what happens by the end of this year, how crazy things get. I'm actually looking forward to 2024. Yeah, pretty much, John Beefy. That's exactly what that bank was for. It was for the mega rich, not mega rich, but for the very wealthy, and for them to do business with other very wealthy people. It kind of was an exclusive or not inclusive bank for everybody. It was just for those people who could deposit $1 million or $2 at a time. And I mean, I know several of those people, but not around here. So I don't, AG 47 Phoenix, don't see, other than, like I said, the economic circumstances that'll cause other banks to fail have been exposed first off in the SVB Bank, because the big money people seeing what's happening and they're like, and now it's going to take a little while for us stupid retail people to figure out that our banks, most of the banks, are that way as well. So over the next 6 to 9 months, I see probably 3 or 4 other banks going under. That'll affect the regular people, and that's when the price of everything will start being affected. The clog in the machine, it's a big machine. It takes a while for that wheel to turn. I got a lady across the street selling her house. She's a real estate agent. She's just now seeing a turn in the market out here. Just now. And I'm a moderator on Ninja. I've been with him for a while, and we both seen the same thing of it's coming. But now I actually know a realtor lady who owns a house that she's selling before it goes belly up and shifts and changes and goes in a downward direction out here in the Bay Area. And that stems from San Francisco going belly up, because it's like a bomb. Bomb goes off there, then the concussion wave goes out. we're on the other side of the, North Bay, so it's taken a little while to affect us. Not only that, Vallejo has actually been kind of a poor town, even during the good times. It's been at the lower end of it, even the good times. So the bad times aren't going to hit us too much. We're used to it here. All we have is bad times in Vallejo. So have you guys seen any foreclosures or signs for sale being up for months at a time in your area? I'll take that as a no. I have no kitty cats for you guys to look at today. They're all out there playing. None of them are in the bedroom. All right. Well, I just wanted to bring you that little report on the platinum and how from Barnes, as if you go to the beginning of this show, about 11 minutes ago, I started a report from a credible news source on platinum's decrease in production and increase in demand. And economically speaking, you have a supply and demand curve makes the price. Well, the supply curve is being shortened, causing the demand curves going up. So this is what's happening. Price is in the middle. Buy yourself some platinum. It's probably not going to do as good as silver, but it'll do better than gold. And anyhow, last year, platinum was 14% gain, silver was 3% gain, gold was flat. So if you want to go off charts, which are past indicators, platinum's going to be the pick, especially after the report I just gave you guys. All right, well, I wanted to keep this short and just bring you some brand new news on platinum that I discovered because I am the platinum guy. And I'm going to enjoy my Sunday and let you guys enjoy your Sunday. God bless all of you. Be kind, helpful, and grateful. Buy some silver and some platinum. And like, share, and subscribe. Bye.